Hi everyone and welcome to part 2 of my drugstore favorites video. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about foundations, well my favorite foundations, as well as concealers and lipsticks. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Stay Fresh foundation. This is it right here. And I have to say that this foundation is one of my everyday staples. Like I use it every single day and it gives a flawless natural finish, and it's beautiful for photography as well. I don't think it contains any SPF, so it doesn't have any flashback, and it's quite blendable. It's medium coverage, medium to full coverage. It is buildable. It's buildable to full coverage. So if you're looking for a good everyday foundation that will last, this is a really good one. And I'm in the shade 330, which is the Noisette Hazelnut shade. And this is a little bit dark for me, but I make it work. And the next time when this is finished and the next time I go get another one, I'm going to get the shade in 320, which is, I believe, the Caramel Toffee shade. So the next foundation is also by L'Oreal. It's the True Match foundation. It's the True Match Super Blendable foundation. It looks like this. Well, in South Africa we don't get the entire range, so and when we do get this type of foundation, it only comes in for a limited period and then it gets sold out and they don't replace it with any new stocks. So I got two of these, and this is a little bit orange for me compared to the original one. So this is the original one. I've finished it. It's completely empty. I just use this as a reference shade now. As you can see, if I compare the two, this is both in the shade W8, which is Creme Cafe. So if you look at them side by side, you can clearly see that this one is much lighter than this one. And I was actually hoping to get the exact same formula as the old one, and the same color or the same shade as well, but unfortunately I didn't. And now it's gone, because they're completely gone. So yeah, I'm pretty sad about that. But I like this foundation because it's so thin. It looks so natural. It looks even more natural than the 24-hour Infallible Stay Fresh foundation. So it looks like skin, which I love. And I would use this when I'm taking photos or taking selfies because there's no SPF. And oh no, wait. There is SPF in this one, SPF 17. It says so on the bottle. My bad. So yeah, this one has SPF, but it's not that bad. The flashback is not bad at all. The finish is amazing, and you end up using so little product anyway. So alright, the next one is also by L'Oreal Paris, and it's called Lumi Magique. This foundation is supposed to illuminate and give a lit from within look. This is in the shade W6, and it is very light for me, but I like to use it like to highlight underneath my eyes and down the center of my face instead of concealer, because it gives a more natural finish and a more dewy look, and it also helps make that highlighter pop. The next product I'm going to be talking about is the Garnier BB cream. This is a must-have. I use the Garnier BB cream on makeup-free days, and I must tell you that if you're looking for something with light coverage and just something that's moisturizing and is going to help your skin be hydrated or stay hydrated throughout the day, this is the product for you. Like, even though I have oily skin, and I use the BB cream for normal skin. I don't end up greasy at the end of the day, so it's not a big issue for me. But if you have oilier skin than me, like very oily skin, then I wouldn't recommend using this one. I would use the one for oily skin, which keeps you matte. And I don't set this with anything. I just use it as is over my moisturizer sometimes, just because it has SPF and light coverage. The next foundation I'm going to show you is the Revlon Color Stay foundation, and I'm in the shade Toast. If you have oily skin, this is the freaking holy grail, I'm telling you, of drugstore foundations. Like, this foundation, I know it's so cheap. It goes for about 240 Rand, and you get a lot of use out of it. It says it's 30 ml on the bottle, and it's it gives you full, well, medium to full coverage depending on how you apply it. So I usually apply this foundation with a brush, and it gives, I stipple it on so to give a more full coverage, or you could apply it with your fingers to give a more to give sheerer coverage, so light to medium coverage if you want. And this one doesn't have SPF, I think. Yeah, it doesn't have SPF, so it's great for photographs, like if you're using flash photography, and it's so worth it. Like, it's so worth your money. Okay, the next foundation is also by Revlon. It's the Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Effect Foundation, and I got 2 shades, one in golden beige and the other one is in caramel. So the only thing I don't like about this foundation, just right off the bat I'm going to tell you, is that the shade range is so limited. Like, golden beige is too light for me, and caramel is way too dark, so, and it's like very orangey. So I'm using it right now actually, and I use the golden beige just to like highlight under my eyes and down the center of my face where the light would naturally hit, and I used the caramel shade on like the sides of my face or the perimeter of my face, just to give more of a natural contoured look. Okay, so then I'm going to move on to the concealers. So I love, like, I would die for these. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealers. Okay, I have it in the shade Fawn and Pure Beige. So I use Pure Beige to highlight and Fawn to cover up any dark circles or like acne scars and that sort of thing. This concealer, I must say, is the best by far. Like, it dries matte and it gives full coverage, and a little bit goes a long way. Like, you just use very little product. So I've had these for like a few months now, and they're almost halfway through. So this lasts really long, and it's so worth your money. But like, every time I go to Dischem, it's always sold out. Like, there's such a huge demand for this concealer, it's crazy. Okay, so this powder right here by Essence Cosmetics, it is a mattifying compact powder, but it's like 3 shades darker than my skin color, and you can see, I'm not sure you can see, right, and it's cool tone, so I use it to like contour, to really sharpen or cut that like cheekbone, and I love this for contouring because it's cool toned. My bronzers, the bronzers that I tend to use are very warm toned and very orangey, so I can't really use it to contour my nose because it looks very unnatural and weird. So yeah, this is great for contouring, and it comes in quite a few shades, so you will be sure to find something that will suit you. Okay, so this is another powder. It's by NYX Cosmetics. It's actually a powder foundation, and I used it today just to set my foundation. And it's, I know you must be thinking I'm crazy that I'm using a powder foundation to set my foundation, but it's trust me, it's not heavy. It's so light, and it's the NYX Cosmetics Stay Matte but Not Flat powder foundation, and I'm in the shade Caramel right there. So let me just show you what it looks like. It's like this. It's a pressed powder, and it's so light, like, it's amazing, and it's got a very soft satiny feel. So yeah, I would use this on its own, but I'm not such a huge fan of powder foundation because of the fact that if you build it up, it can look quite heavy and cakey, so I tend to avoid using this. I would only use this to set my liquid foundation. Two of my other favorite blushes are by Revlon, and this one's called Sunkissed Rose. I'm currently wearing it on my face, if you can see it, but it's like a very rosy, peachy blush with flecks of gold in it, very similar to the L'Oreal Paris Le Blush, I think in Golden Amber, if I'm not mistaken. And this one's called Plum Sugar. It's a very deep purpley plum color, perfect for fall. or a dark vampy makeup look, I would go dark on the cheeks. So my favorite lipsticks are by L'Oreal, Essence and NYX. This one is the Color Riche Matte in number 640 Erotic. Erotic? I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah. Erotic, I guess. And it's beautiful. Well, I'm wearing it right now. And you can see it's like a beautiful nude pink. Well, it's not a nude pink, it's like a brownie pink. It says it's matte, but it's not actually... It doesn't dry matte. It's not like the NYX soft matte lip cream, for example. This one dries really matte and lasts really long. I have this shade in San Paulo. If you watch some of my other videos, you'll know that I love using this and I use it quite often. And then I've got another lipstick here by Essence in Cool Nude. This is what it looks like. Open it for you. It's a very, I think it's like a rosy nude color. And these Essence lipsticks, I have about 3 of them. They go for, I think it's like 45 rand each. I'm not really sure of the price, so don't quote me on that, but it's pretty affordable and the quality is really good. And that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. Love you all. Bye.